Okay, this video is about cable management. As I mentioned in the previous video, that hatch up there goes to a void space behind the plasterboard. Safe to assume, but I've not checked the cable routing with any kind of draw wires or anything, that we can pop behind there, drop down, and then come out in the storeroom, because that's also thin plasterboard, so you should be able to pop out there. Because we're going to need to get from behind our screens up there down to here somehow. Alternatively, we could take a power feed off there and we could put our playback systems inside the box. The only power I found in there was some flex running into some LED boxes. So we could take power off that, but it might be we need to speak to the in-house electrician or whoever their services guy is to confirm loads and so on. We don't want to be doing from scratch installs, especially because there might be, listed building considerations or landlord approval on these things. So that might be slightly out of scope for now, unless you run cables down to the storeroom. I'll go to the storeroom in a second. This wall here is all lightweight stud wall, and it goes through to the storeroom as well. There's also a box here on the side, which is great. For some bizarre reason, it's all Euro sockets, which is odd. But I suggest that our playback equipment goes inside here. But once again, I don't know what the power is for this. I can see a lot of stuff in there, but without start popping panels off walls, I can't see what's in there. So there might be another discussion about power, which will also be driven by what we're actually drawing, because if we're only plugging in a few plasma TVs, all we need is a single 13 amp socket. I'm going to go through to the storeroom now. There's a double 13 there. Going around here, there's probably some on the wall here, but I don't want to be pulling all their stock off. Well, there's one over there, so we can deal with that. Might have to tack off to the roof. There's also some conduit running along here. I'm going to guess that we'll probably have to knock a hole through the wall here if we need more power to get behind the plasma TV and take off the plasma panels. It might be good to come here with tools and with maybe Rich to go through that. It's not really my place to be taking panels off 20 minutes before the store opens, just in case there's any issues of getting them back on again. So that's pretty much all our cable management, basically. So to summarise, hopefully there's power behind there. Well, there obviously is for the screen. Powers our screen, bright sign boxes in there, fantastic. Up here, if we can get suitable power in that box, great. We're dropping behind the screens, come out there, bright sign boxes in there. We keep it localised, both of which are accessible then as well. The other thing worth noting as well, there is this space under the stairs here, which I'd suggest is a pretty good place for our stuff to go. Don't just leave it on the floor, but you can put it in a box under there. And cable routing from there to our screens. We could run our own conduit in, but I think it's best to avoid. But we could run around the edge and then, pending permission, do a hole into the storeroom, although we shouldn't need to, but it's all options, it's all options. Obviously, first prize is bright sign box right by the screens, and that's cable management.